It is 10:03. Well, at least it's in 10:03 in California. I know some of you are in different states. Um, so we will get started. Welcome to our Grow with GoGo series. Today we have chair yoga. And it's just part of our free GoGo classes. And we alternate between chair yoga and functional fitness. Our chair yoga class is mostly seated, functional fitness is mostly standing. And then the chair yoga is a little bit less intensity, functional fitness more intensity. So if you're looking for something different, you can always come next week and you'll get something else. Before we get moving, just a quick reminder of what GoGo provides. You can access rides, meals, groceries, medication delivery, and home services. So those are things like stuff around the house or in the yard that you might need help with. And you can access all of those things just by calling one phone number. And that number is 855-464-6872. Also, a reminder that there is a referral code at the bottom of your GoGo receipts. So if you refer a friend, they get $10 in GoGo credits if they use the referral, and so do you. So it's a nice win-win. We also have a Facebook group. So if you'd like to connect with each other online, you can find us on our Facebook group. People sometimes post photos or just ask questions, just sharing what's going on in their lives. And it's just a nice way to connect outside of our Zoom sessions. And with that, I'll introduce myself. I'm Adra. I teach the functional fitness and the yoga class here at GoGo. For the chair yoga class, all you need is a chair. Preferably not a rolling chair, but if all you have is a rolling chair, that's all you have, and that's fine. So somewhere where you feel stable and safe. I like a chair without armrest, but if all you have is a chair with armrest, totally fine. So grab what you can, and that's about it. That's all you need, your body and a chair, and we'll get going with our yoga. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen. So you should see me as your big picture, most likely. If you want to see everybody else, you can go to the top right-hand corner of your computer and pick gallery view, and that will allow you to see the other people practicing with you today. But if you'd rather see me in big, then you pick speaker view, and that's what you'll see. At the start of our yoga session, we spend a few minutes with some meditations. So let's start with that. Let's get nice and settled, get yourself comfortable. So you're welcome to sit back in your chair or forward, wherever feels good, settling down, feeling your sits bones grounded, feet grounded. And feel free to close the eyes or soften your gaze towards the ground. Now let's take a few deeper than normal breaths. So full inhale. And long exhale. And again, deep inhale. And long exhale. A few more times at your own pace, slightly longer, deeper breaths than usual. And then begin to notice where you feel the breath in your body today. Can you feel your chest moving? The sides of the rib cage or the back? Can you feel movement into your abdomen? begin to notice our physical body. So outside of the breath, begin to notice where your body is connected to the outside world. First, maybe feeling where your sits bones ground on your chair. And then maybe feeling where your feet plant. You might also sense the weight of your hands wherever they rest. And then sensing your clothing on your skin. The air against your body. And with this heightened sense of your physical body and your breath, feel free to set an intention for your practice. So sometimes it's nice to have something to anchor your practice. So maybe it's the idea of increasing flexibility or calm, feeling more grounded, stronger, whatever it is. Feel free to set an intention for yourself now. And we'll seal our intention with a deep breath in through the nose. Let it go out the mouth. And then go ahead and blink open your eyes. And we'll take some shoulder rolls forward. Nice shoulder rolls. And then taking your shoulder rolls back. And then letting those shoulders relax. Let's rotate the head. Turning it right and left, like you're shaking your head no, but just moving in whatever full range feels safe to your body. And then nod your head yes, looking to the ceiling and down to the ground. And then bringing one ear towards your shoulder, so side stretch of the neck, keeping those shoulders relaxed. So it's towards the shoulder. It's not that you're going to touch your shoulder. And then other ear towards the shoulder. Jaw is relaxed. And one more time, ear to shoulder. And other side. We're going to stay here with our head and neck, and we're going to give ourselves a little massage. First, starting at our scalp near our hairline. So just taking your fingers, just giving yourself a really gentle massage here. This should feel nice. If you have glasses like me, you might find that it's easier to just take them off. You don't really need to see because there's no right or wrong way of doing this. You're just giving yourself a little massage around your hairline, maybe on top of your scalp. Just sort of waking up the head. If you'd like, you're even welcome to massage your face a little bit, maybe around the temples or the jaw or the forehead or eyebrows, whatever feels good here around the face and head. We'll migrate to the neck in a minute, but let's just stick to the face and head. And maybe even just light brushes, right? If that feels better, just some nice light brushes. It doesn't need to be an intense massage. You don't need to overwork your hands. We're just getting all those nerve endings around our head and face to wake up. Sometimes it's nice to grab the ears and give them a little pull or a little massage. And then when you feel ready, you're going to start to move to your neck. You can just give yourself a little neck massage, maybe the back of the neck. So I find it's nice to sort of take the fingers on either side of the spine at your neck and kind of go out to the side or go down towards the shoulders. Yeah, so neck and shoulders just for another 30 seconds or so. If you'd prefer to go back up to the face, that's fine. All right, this should just feel good. Just getting that body to feel really nice. All right, and then let's let that go and circle out those wrists. So that should hopefully have felt nice. Let's circle the wrists the other way. And then releasing the circling of the wrists. Let's inhale, open up the chest and open the arms. So taking a nice back bend. You want to sit away from the backrest. That way you have plenty of room to move. And then exhale, round your back, give yourself a hug, drop your chin, tuck your tail. Inhale, open up. Chest lifts, arms open, spine extends. Exhale, round, give yourself a hug. Keep going at your own pace. So don't worry about my speed. Move at your pace. And then make your way back to center. Release your arms alongside the body. And we'll begin to bend side to side. If you want to add your breath here, you can inhale on your way down. Exhale as you rise. And then back to center. Let's go ahead and twist. So let's rotate the spine one way. Doesn't matter which way, and we're going to hold. So rotate your spine, rotate that torso and hold 2 or 3 breaths. And then let's twist the other way. Rotate. And back to center. Let's interlace those fingers. We're gonna roller coaster our arms one way. So finding that articulation and motion through the wrist, through the elbows, through the shoulders, and then try and go the other direction. I know the other way, for some reason, at least for me, is suddenly much, much harder. So if you need to, you can go back to your easy direction to sort of sense again, pay attention to how this movement works, and then go back to the harder direction. All right, and let's let that go, shake it off. Let's move to our feet. So I'm gonna keep backing up so maybe you can see my feet. There you go. Balls of the feet or the front of the feet, the toes are going to stay down. We're going to alternate with some heel raises. So alternate, lifting one heel and then the other. So finding that motion, feeling those calf muscles working. You're welcome to continue just like this. Or if you'd like to add on, you're going to do a full march. So instead of just a heel raise, you're going to lift the whole leg up. So you're marching. So either heel raises or marches. And then letting that go. Let's extend our right leg forward out in front of us. I'm just turning sideways so you get a different view. So we have a straight right leg, bent left knee. We're going to point and flex our right foot. The next time your toes are up to the ceiling, you'll go ahead and pause and hold there. Sitting nice and tall, we're gonna try and hinge from our hips, so our spine or our torso aren't gonna move. The movement's more at the pelvis, rolling over our thighs. You'll inhale, lean forward. So again, spine stays pretty long. And then exhale, sit tall again. So inhale, leaning forward. Exhale, coming back up. Keep going at your own pace. Follow your breath. Next time you're sitting tall, go ahead and pause. And then decide, where do you want to hold the stretch? You can stay upright if that's enough stretch. If you need more stretch, you'll lean forward. Maybe you're resting on your hands. Or maybe your forearm, your left forearm finds your thigh. Or maybe that right hand reaches for your ankle, your shin, or your toes. Wherever you'd like, doesn't matter. Let's hold for several deep breaths. Feeling that stretch along the back of the right leg. So some of us are going to feel it up at the upper leg, so at the back of the thigh, the hamstring. Some of us will feel it more in the calf, in the lower leg. And some people will even feel the bottom of the foot. So just notice, where do you feel it? Does it stay the same? Does it change? Go ahead and lift your torso back up. Let's rebend that right knee, windshield wiper the knees a little side to side just to shake it off. Pause for a moment and just notice the difference right to left. And then we'll try the other side. So left leg extends long, or whichever leg you didn't stretch. And we'll start by moving at the ankle. So we're pointing and flexing the foot. So finding that motion at the ankle. And then next time your foot is flexed, toes up to the ceiling, we'll pause. We'll inhale, lean forward. So again, spine stays long. We're trying to find this motion of the pelvis rolling over your thigh bone. And then exhale, sit back up. So inhale, feel the stretch intensify as you lean forward. It's up to you how low you go. And exhale, coming back up. Keep going, follow your breath. Next time you're sitting tall, pause, and then decide where you want to hold the stretch. You can stay upright. You can lean forward using your hands for support. You can bring your forearm to your thigh. You can also lower your left hand to your knee, your shin, your ankle, your foot, wherever you'd like to be to hold the stretch. Sometimes it's nice to also just rub the leg a little bit, especially if there's some intensity of the stretch. It can feel kind of soothing to rub it. Keep your jaw relaxed. Go ahead and lift yourself back up. Rebend that left knee and windshield wiper your knees side to side. All right, and then leaving your feet planted on the ground, we're gonna move into our arms. So we're gonna go into a W shape with the arms. So bending the elbows so that the elbows are close to the sides of the body, fingertips face up towards the ceiling. We're going to inhale, stretch those arms up to the ceiling, straightening as far as is comfortable. You don't have to go all the way. And then exhale, create fists as you bend your elbows, bringing your hands back into that W shape, sliding those shoulder blades down the back. Inhale, stretch the arms, spread the fingers, reach the hands high. Exhale, bend the knee, bend the elbows, create fists, sliding those shoulder blades together. Keep going. Next time your elbows are bent, we'll go ahead and pause. Release the fists, bring the hands in front of you. So the elbows are bent 90 degrees. Let's bring those pinkies to touch. Palms face up to the ceiling. We inhale, open up the arms, finding rotation here. So the elbows stay close to the body. The thumbs are reaching back. It's like you're holding two platters now on either side of your body. Those elbows bent about 90 degrees. And then exhale, pinkies touch, hands come forward and together. Inhale, opening up the arms, finding that rotation in the arm, upper arm bone and shoulder. And exhale, pinkies back together. Keep going at your own pace. So we inhale, open, and exhale, close, in case you need a reminder for the breath. Next time your hands are open, we'll go ahead and pause and hold. Keep holding that stretch, feeling those thumbs reaching back, finding that really nice rotation. 2 more breaths. And then let's stretch those arms out to the side into a T position. We'll flip the palms to face down and then back. So now the thumbs are facing down. Then you're going to bend your elbows and take your hands behind your back. You're going to scooch those hands up as high as you can. So for some of us, it's going to be down here. Some of us are going to walk those hands up a little bit higher. So wherever you comfortably can go for a nice internal rotation. So earlier when we were doing those platters, moving forward and out to the side, that's external rotation. Now our arms are moved into internal rotation. And then release, shake it off. Let's grab a hold of the back of our chair. So hands are gonna reach towards the back of the chair. You could also grab armrests if that feels more comfortable for you. And we're going to squeeze those shoulder blades together. So pull those shoulder blades together and then lift the chest. Lifting the chest. Take a few deep breaths here. And if this doesn't work for your body, that's okay. You can skip it. Right? Everything we do is just an option. We have lots of options. 2 more breaths. And release, shake it off. All right, we're gonna move to our standing portion of class. So we're only standing for about 5 minutes. So if standing is not for you, you can stay in your chair, do some stretches in the chair. If you would like to stand up, go ahead and come on up and make your way behind your chair. You don't have to move sideways. I'm just sideways so you can see. You can stay facing the computer or your phone. If getting behind your chair is not going to be possible, maybe you have your hands on your desk, on a table, or on a wall. You just want to have something to hold on to for balance. Let's step the right foot back behind us about 2 feet. So footsteps back, right footsteps back 2 feet. All 10 toes are facing forward. The back leg is going to stay straight. The front knee bends. So we're bending that front knee. The torso staying nice and tall. Feel free to keep holding on to your chair. Or go ahead and hover your hands above your chair or reach your arms up to the ceiling. So it's up to you. You have lots of options. Find what works for you. Several deep breaths. All right, and then if your arms are up, lower your hands back to your chair. Let's straighten the front leg. And we'll bend the elbows and begin to hinge forward for a hamstring stretch. So hands can stay on the chair. You could also bring your forearms to your chair. If you're very flexible, you might be able to take your hands down to your leg. Just going wherever feels safe for your body. Couple of deep breaths. All right, and go ahead and lift your torso back up. Hands back to the chair if you've moved the hands. Bend your front knee and step forward. Back foot meets the front foot. Pause for a moment. Notice the difference right to left. Then we'll switch sides. So left foot steps back about 2 feet. All 10 toes are facing forward. Back leg stays straight. Front knee bends. So front knee is nice and bent. Chest is lifted. You can keep your hands on your chair. You could hover your hands above your chair or reach your hands up to the ceiling, whatever works for you. If your hands are up, go ahead and bring them back to the chair. Let's straighten out that front leg and then begin to hinge forward, bending those elbows. You decide how low you go. You can keep your hands on your chair. You could also bring your forearms to your chair. You're also welcome to bring your hands down to your leg. Just wherever you go, make sure it feels safe and that you can come out of the pose. Go ahead and lift your torso up. Hands back to the chair, bend your front knee and step forward, back foot meets the front. We have one more standing pose. We're going into a chair pose. Having our fingertips to the chair, it might help to step back just a little bit away from the chair so that you have a little bit more space. And then we'll bend those knees into a chair pose. You can keep your hands on the chair, or you could reach your arms forward, hover them above the chair, or you can reach your arms up to the ceiling. We're holding for 4 deep breaths. If your hands are up, lower them back to the chair. Let's straighten those legs, shake it off, and let's come back to our seat. We're going into a wide stance in our seat. So take your time here. So if you're still getting to your seat, that's totally fine. We're going to take your legs wide. You can either scooch back in your chair or scooch towards the front end of the chair. It just depends on what feels comfortable for you to find this wide stance. So my toes are pointing out, our toes are pointing out, our knees are pointing out, and we're nice and open. So you might already feel maybe a mild stretch in your inner legs. From here, we're going to lean to the right. I'll mirror you. So leaning to the right, you can either keep your right hand on your leg, on your knee. You could bring your right forearm, if you have an armrest, to the armrest or to your leg. So those are your options. Hand or forearm come down. So we're starting to feel some kind of stretch here along the side of the body. Keep your hips grounded. So those bones in your bum, those sits bones are pressing down into the earth. If you'd like, that left arm can reach up to the ceiling, or maybe it reaches all the way overhead to the right to give you even more stretch. Few deep breaths. And go ahead and lift yourself back up. Pause for a moment, notice the difference right to left. And then we'll go to the other side, leaning to the left, hand to your leg, or forearm to the armrest or to your leg. Hips stay grounded, so sits bones stay down. Right arm can stay down, or if it feels okay, it can reach up to the ceiling or all the way overhead into a nice side stretch. Breathing into your waist. Unclenching your jaw. And then lifting yourself back up. Okay, so from here, we're going to lean forward a little bit. So keeping those legs wide, have your hands on your legs. I like to turn them in so the fingers go to the inner leg instead of outer. It makes it easier for me, but it's up to you. So palms on your legs and begin to lean forward. And it's up to you how low you go. Just know that wherever you go down, you need to be able to get back up. So hands can stay on your legs. You could also bring your hands to your chair if you've scooched back towards the back part of the chair. You could also come forward and bring your forearms to your legs. But again, wherever you go, you have to be able to get back up. So be kind to your body, only move to wherever feels good. 3 breaths. And go ahead and lift yourself back up. Let's pull those legs back together and shake them off. We're moving into a figure 4 with some twisting of the spine. So I'll mirror you here. We'll cross our right ankle over our left ankle. So that's option 1. If you're crossing your ankles, you'll let your knees open wide. Option 2, you're gonna cross that right leg all the way over the left. Option 3 is you're gonna cross that right ankle over the left thigh. If you're moving towards the full figure 4, the crossing of the ankle over the thigh, but it's a little bit tricky, it helps to sit up taller onto something. So maybe you add some pillows underneath your hips to give you a little bit more height. So from here, we're going to rotate our spine. We're going both ways. Let's start by twisting to the right. So whichever leg is on top, that's the way we're twisting. We're twisting to the right. Opposite hand, so left hand finds your right knee, and the right hand can find your chair or wherever. And it's up to you how far you twist. It doesn't need to be huge, just go to where it feels good. Unwind, and let's twist the other way. Hands can go wherever is comfortable for you to rotate the other direction. And I'm coming back to center, and then hinging forward if you'd like. So you can stay upright if you're getting enough stretch, or you're welcome to